Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So today I'm going to be talking about an absolute classic that doesn't get enough recognition because it's absolute peak. I do see it get talked about, but I don't see it be brought up as being as good as it is. I tend to see this one get kind of left behind due to its age, but it is the second Halo. I tend to see people more so talk about Halo 3 and Halo Reach above this one, uh, while Halo 2 is just actually the biggest and most important game to the series. Um, yes, I do actually own the original Xbox copy of this, and I own the multiplayer map pack. So I'm going to set these both right there. Halo 2 has some of the most importance in the series for a lot of reasons. First of all, it updated the game severely. Halo CE could have been a PS1 game with the graphics that it has, late PS1, but still PS1 game, while Halo 2 looks incredible for its time and could have passed easily as a game that could have. If you had told me, if you had showed me screenshots from Halo 2 and said this came out in 2010, I would believe them. I would fully believe somebody if they said, maybe not fully, I'd have a little bit of skepticism, but I could see it. Halo 2 graphically improved. Also, weapons improved, story much better with the continued existence of the Covenant and the Flood. This game introduced the Brutes, who were pretty well known characters now in the series. And to think this is the game that introduced them, incredible. Master Chief gets a bit more badass in this game, and I do love Mustard Chief being a badass. I am a fan of Halo, as the Halo 3 poster suggests, which I actually own two of. Where is the other one? Here it is. Yeah, that's right. I own fucking two of them. Should put the other one up, like, somewhere. I don't know. Halo is it's an important series. It's one of the greatest FPS franchises of all time. It's easily the best Xbox exclusive series, with some of the greatest games, and that no doubt includes Halo 2. Beautiful story taking place after Combat Evolved with the destruction of the Halo ring, and now moving to the defense of Earth against the Covenant and the Flood. The Flood being definitely the larger of these two threats. Anybody who's played through these games knows that holy fucking shit, Guilty Spark from Combat Evolved was a fucking wild and life-changing and terrifying mission. Halo 2 is 15 chapters, if I am not mistaken, in contrary to Combat Evolved's 10. It's much longer, it's much more fleshed out, it's got a lot better. While Combat Evolved was kind of a bland starter pack for the first-person shooter genre, Halo 2 is still, to this day, in my humble opinion, one of the best of the FPS genre. And while I don't think it holds up to certain other games like the previously mentioned Halo 3 and ODST, but that's a different story, that's just peak fiction, or some other FPS games, it's still amazing, and it's still one of the best, if not the best, of its time. The mid-2000s was a great time for games, especially in the shooter genre with the birth of Call of Duty and such, but I feel like Halo 2 is one of the most monumental and just incredibly well-done games. And I see more credit in the franchise being given to 3, when I personally think that these two games are pretty damn close to tied. Sure, 3 gets the edge a little bit, just because that multiplayer is so damn good, but 2 has some great multiplayer, and it has arguably the best campaign of the mainline 6. So overall, I'm going to have to give Halo 2 a 10 out of 10. It's got the best story, it's got some of the most fun gameplay. It truly is probably the best game on the original Xbox. It gets some competition from things like Ninja Gaiden 04, but it's still just a masterpiece to this day that I think needs to be talked about again as the monumental game of the franchise, because I don't see it get the credit that it deserves. It does get a lot of love from a lot of people, but not nearly as much as it should. So overall, go play Halo 2. If you have one of the old Xboxes, pick up the original copy because it's actually better than the Master Chief Edition collection version. Um, if you have an Xbox One and or Series X, and that's all, and if you're not an Xbox player, the Halo CE 2 and 3 remakes are coming to PlayStation. Just wait for that. Because Halo 2 is and the entire original Bungie trilogy is something that should be enjoyed by all people that exist. So I recommend this game to anyone. And if you enjoyed this video, I have other content. I've talked about Combat Evolved. I've talked about things other than Halo. I'm not just a Halo nerd. I am a Halo nerd, but that's not all I am. I have plenty of posters up for games that I've talked about, like I haven't talked about that one. Fallout, you can see that off in the corner. So overall, go check out my other content. If you don't want to, then don't do that, I guess.